Hi there, I just wanted to make this little short video for you. I've had to think long and hard about this one, and I'm a little bit reluctant to post it because I suspect a few people might be offended because it may interfere with some of their long-held beliefs. Now, I just wanted to talk to you about the idea of a diet. And what you need to understand is that Isagenix is not a diet, it's a healthy eating system. And it was designed that way by people who have a lot more experience and who have a lot more qualification than me. And it was designed around the 4 pillars of health, or the 5 pillars of health really, and one of those is our Isoline shake, which is actually a perfect meal. It has all the macronutrients, all the micronutrients, the enzymes, the good fats, and then it's designed in a way to deliver all those nutrients to your body, to do some really good healing of the gut and all those things so that you get the maximum nutrition out of that shake. The other thing that so that it is delivered to the cells and it nourishes your body completely. Now this is central. The second pillar is our Ionic Supreme, which is designed to help our bodies adapt to stress. Now, there is a lot of stress in our environment. There's stress from environmental toxins, there's stress from work, family type stresses. But if your body's malnourished and not getting the nutrients it needs, that's a stress. So combined, that stress needs to be addressed. And most people are running on adrenal insufficiency. They're using coffee to keep going, and so that their body is quite starved, and their poor adrenal gland is overworked and not being able to keep up with the process. Our Cleanse for Life is the third pillar, and that's designed to help our body release those toxins out of our system and to assist our body's natural detoxification processes. And that is a beautiful system because we are what we eat, what we absorb and what we eliminate. So those things are essential. And when it comes to stress, the cortisol, cortisol is the stress hormone, and we use that when in my naturopathic practice, we use a cortisol marker as a measurement to see how stressed the body is. Now, that is just used as a marker, but it's not the only thing that it affects. It affects your entire body. And the interesting thing about cortisol is that we tend to put fat on around our middle when we've got too much cortisol on board. I'm so hot, my glasses are melting off my nose. It's terrible. So those are things. And then we've got the vitamins and minerals, the daily essentials with our Isogenesis, which is the 5th pillar. But they are there to plug those nutritional gaps to be sure that we've actually got everything that we need. Now, having said all that, the people that contact me who struggle and who struggle with getting the results they want, and I get a lot of that because I've got my website and that sort of thing. And so it's not just Isagenix people, it's people in all walks of life there, whether they're doing paleo or clean eating or vegan or whatever version of thing that they're doing, is that they're often most common denominators. There's 2 or 3 most common denominators. One of them in particular is that they're bloody hungry. Their brain's not functioning properly. They're not eating enough. They're not getting the nutrients into their system. So they've reduced their calories. And the Peter Greenlaw, if you watch that video again, he explains it beautifully. You've got to have the nutrient. You don't function without it. So you've got to get the nutrient in there to keep your metabolism going. Now, 6 meals a day. And that's 6 meals. That's not just 6 snacks. So you have your shake for breakfast. You'll have a healthy snack for morning tea. You'll have and that might be, for me, it's usually a salad bowl with some protein in it. And then a couple of hours later, I'll have another shake. And then in the evening, around this time, which is 5 o'clock or something, I might have some crackers and cheese. And then I'll have my healthy knife and fork meal. So, and I'm not even training. If you're training, then you're going to need more. when you talk to people like Benny Kelly, who's been doing training, and he will have, and Anna, they'll have 5 shakes a day as well as food. So please don't think that, and one of the things that triggered this is a few weeks ago I put a post up about needing increased protein as you age, but not at the cost of the other things. Yes, you do need increased protein. So that means we need to boost that up. Now, go back 30 years, there's a really good, very, very large population study of 3,000 students at a university. They were all put on the same amounts of calories a day, and it's 30 years ago, so I can't remember exactly what it was, 2,000 calories maybe a day. One group had that 2,000 calories in one meal. Another group had that 2,000 calories in 3 meals. And the third group had the 2,000 calories in 6 meals. So they all ate the same amount. Every single person in the 1 meal a day gained weight. The 3 meals a day, it varied. Some gained weight and some stayed the same. All the 6 meal a day people lost excess weight and resumed their normal healthy weight. So, like, that's telling us it's nothing new. I've never actually been on a diet in my entire life. And yes, I've never been overweight, but there's a hint. I've never dieted. I always eat 6 meals a day. I've always done that. I listen to my body. I eat healthy meals. I don't eat junk. And I've used to train on instinctive eating, but I realised I gave up on that because I realised people haven't got a clue what their body's telling them. But I'm actually really good at it, and I've always eaten 6 meals a day. When I had the banana plantation, one of those meals was 6 bananas. I mean, bloody hell. And I'm heavier now than I've ever been as middle-age spread hits in. So please, I'm a little bit passionate about this, but I really need you to understand that you need to eat more food to get the results that you want. You've got to get the nutrition in there. You've got to get it in there regularly. Cutting out on it ain't going to work. You will not get the results. And I can tell you from the phone calls and messages I get every single day, that's what's happening. They're stressed out about it. They're working their butts off in the gym. They've cut their calories. They're not eating enough. Their brain's completely addled and they don't know what the hell's going on. They can't think straight. They're half starved. So let's just use the system. I'll calm down now. John Anderson designed the system, which is a perfect system. You don't need to be a genius to follow it. You just need to follow the steps. So 2 shakes a day, a healthy knife and fork meal, and 3 healthy snacks. 2 litres of water. Can't go wrong. So that's my 2 bobs worth for the afternoon. Got that off my chest, and I hope I haven't offended you too much. It's about switching out of diet mode. That's, I think, probably the biggest switch that needs to happen. So check in what's going on up here, because that's where the problem is. It's not down here. It's up here. Love you. I'm only telling you this because I do love you. Take care and have a feed.